tracking nicely. Be enough. Oh yeah, it's enough.
What
We're
a
putting
shot.
for eagle, baby. Come on, let's go. All right, so we made it to the 6th and final stop on the Westchester little tour here. You know, lived in this area my whole life, never played golf on any of these golf courses. You know, we've tackled a bunch last fall, and we finished up the final 3 right here at Maple Moor. Great course, didn't know anything about it, but we were off and running the minute we got there with this first hole.
One thing that impressed me out of the gate, and I'm sure we'll talk about this quite a bit as we play through the course, is the conditions. You got to remember, like, a muni like this gets a lot of play. In fact, there's one thing that was difficult while we were out there was just how busy it was. There was a lot of times we'd step up to a par 4 and we'd be one of the 3 groups on that hole. So you're a little bit of waiting, but when you get that much play, the course can get pretty beat up. And the tee boxes, fairways, and greens were all in great shape. So hats off to the maintenance crew for keeping up with that much play. Let's see if we can start it off with a birdie, which would be
Oh, that would be nice, man. That would be nice. Kick things off with a bird.
I got afraid of the speed down the hill. I'll still take a par.
Good par, good
Learn
par.
from that putt. Not as fast as what we were just playing in Maryland.
Okay. All right, bogey start for me. Hopefully that's the last one, huh?
All right, so first par 3 here, beautiful par 3. You're gonna see a lot of similarities to what we saw at the other Westchester County Parks courses, meaning a lot of roundish greens protected by anywhere from 1 to 3 bunkers. Here we've got a bunker up front. Mike, what did you fire this one at?
170 playing 167 with the slope. All right, so my goal today, I'm gonna just be about score. I know in the last couple of rounds in Westchester, I was trying to get goals of hitting fairways, hitting greens, things like that. But today I'm gonna go straight 85. Shot an 82 down in Maryland, an 88 and a 92. So a big gap, 85 right in the middle. I think I could do it on this course. So today's the day, let's try it.
Covered the bunker.
Sure did.
You covered the bunker.
So second hole, you know, classic situation for a Texas wedge. I mean, look at my lie. I mean, it was nice and propped up. I thought, why not? You know, why not give it a shot? You know, I think I can get this close. If I get it close, just lag it in, make par. Right idea, huh?
Right idea, tap in par, I like it.
I will take a tap in par here all day. Give it to him, give it to him. Ooh.
So this third hole is a little bit of what we've been seeing with the Westchester County course as far as the defenses. It's the narrowness of it. So it's a 553-yard par 5. The tough part about it, though, is that how narrow it is, and it gets more and more narrow. The whole left side is trees overhanging almost to the fairway, and the right side is also lined by trees. So if you don't put a good drive out there, you know you're probably gonna be burning a shot punching out from the trees. Alternatively, you could hit less than a driver and try to find the fairway, but you're making a 530-yard par 5 even longer. So I think we're both gonna hit driver. You just really gotta focus on trying to stay between the tree lines on each side.
We're like magnets off the tee so far.
I know, well, we're playing cart golf today.
The last 3 holes, we went in the same area. Oh, good bounce. Look
What
at
a kick, look at that.
Oh, what did it hit?
I don't know what it hit, but you should thank it.
More legs, okay. You know, I'm a 10 handicap, you know, right around 10-ish, probably like a 10.2. Really excited to play a lot of golf this year and get that handicap. I mean, really love to get that down in the 8s. I think that's where my golf game could be and kind of live, you know, in the 7s and 8s. You know, that's just what I'm working on, and it's gonna take a lot of work. When we went on this mini series in Maryland, I was able to work with Trillium Rose. We were working on short chips off tight lies. So if you see me using the putter a lot here at Maple Moor, it's because I'm not yet comfortable with that shot. I'm working on that shot, and I know I need that shot in the bag. But one of the other things she taught me was putting. So that's what brings me to this hole, 4th hole, putting for par. I was just channeling what she taught me with tempo. and how to bring the club back and how to bring the club through the ball. So I was able to get this par down. It felt good, and hey, maybe I can hit this 85. Let's just see. I think it can happen today.
All right, solid par by Mike on that last hole. To try to carry that momentum into this one. This is a tough par 4, 400 yards. There is a creek out there that comes in starting at 200 and runs out to about 225. So driver should be enough to cover it. The real safe play to be played short of that, but wow, are you gonna leave yourself a long approach in if you hit anything less into that first thing, in that first fairway there. You're gonna have a long, long way to go. It's like plenty.
Yep.
This thing.
Got you.
I don't get it. I spend 3 weeks hooking the ball and now it just goes straight.
Tell me about it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow,
Stop.
the wind really is with us.
Oh man, I came out of that really hot. Okay.
Good thing all you hit was the 60.
Yeah, good thing.
Downhill into the wind.
Mine came back.
Came back that way, huh?
Yeah, I know, but do your own thing. But I'm on a
I'm
different
gonna
hill.
try to get the speed right on this distance.
That's it. Yeah, stop.
Goes that way.
Wow.
You kidding? He went around the cup and came back.
That's cruel. That's the full-blown
No
toilet
par,
bowl.
that's a 3-putt bogey.
That's a toilet bowl
Kind of day.
bogey. Oh man, if I could play the 6th hole on every hole of every golf course for the rest of my life, it would be a good life. Let me tell you that. So here you go, reachable par 5. I step up knowing that, you know, from a little bit of the recon Frank had on his phone about the course, he said, good drive, put it in the middle. It is reachable. You could get home in 2, but you gotta be left side. You can't get blocked out, and you could get home. So I'm not even thinking eagle. I'm just thinking get a good drive out there. Let's straighten things out because the first couple of holes were a mess. So, hey, let's see if we can make something happen. Right down the middle, Frank.
Right down the middle is one you'll take every time.
Ooh. So the plan was executed. Now it's time to execute it again, part 2 of the plan, and that's get the ball on the green. Let's go. I know I could do this. All right, we got about 182 up the hill. Good, strong breeze going right to left. So if I do cut one in, it'll hopefully hit that wall of wind and keep it on the green. Let's see. Tracking nicely. Be enough. Oh yeah, it's enough.
What
We're
a
putting
shot.
for eagle, baby. Come on, let's go. All right, we don't get eagle putts often on the channel, and when they go down, you know, we celebrate them. So, you know, here it was a putt I should make. I should definitely make this putt. Again, I've been working on this. I said that to myself. I'm standing over it. Just roll the ball into the back of the cup, and let's get this eagle.
Oh. All right. Well, we gave it a run. Good birdie.
I'll take that birdie. All right.
The 7th hole is a tough one. Par 3, pushed back to 200 yards. We were dealing with a little bit of wind out there. So really depending on the wind can really make a difference of whether you're gonna hit this green or not, especially from that distance. So stepping up to this hole, definitely in between clubs is one of those ones I brought 2 clubs up to the tee box. I really wasn't sure what I was gonna do here, but a tough par 3 when you're dealing with that distance. And that's where I said, like I said, 6,300 yard course can feel a little bit longer between tight tee shots and long par 3s like this one. Good play, center of the green, right?
Yep.
On this par 3, I'll be honest, I was a little bit shocked when we got up to the green and found out that both Mike and I had carried over the green. And another big thing you're gonna see a lot from this golf course are greens that slope from back to front, really punishing you when you get beyond or above the flag.
Good par.
Thanks. Still can't believe we both went long on that.
I know.
200 to the pin.
Right?
Just shows you there's some subtle wind out here that will get you. So the 8th hole, par 4, 378 yards. It's a pretty look. You see fountains off to the left and the right on this hole. And really, the big miss would be left. If you hook it left, you're in a whole world of trouble. Luckily, my miss has been right all day. So I guess that's for one spot where it's gonna work for me. But I think anything in the fairway will leave you a nice look into this hole. So far, layout-wise, it hasn't been anything like overly spectacular.
No, but you take a hole like this, I kind of like fountains left, fountains in the distance. Aesthetically, this one's pretty pleasing. So it's kind of carved in a cool way, but not my favorite layout of the 6.
Yeah, so far, Sprain Lake has got this edged out for me. Maybe Mohansic as well so far. But we haven't seen everything. We haven't seen the back 9 yet. And we got some nice pretty fountains, at least on this hole.
That's for sure.
Regardless though, the conditions of the course, that one's where it's gonna score high. Course is in good shape. So most of the greens here at Maple Moor, one of the big defenses is that they all slope from back to front pretty dramatically. I should say all, they felt like every one of them did. But the grand majority of the holes slope from back to front. They got very, very slippery going downhill. And there was a lot of times where just missing the hole could mean that that thing could keep rolling out another 5-6 feet. Staying below the hole, firing those pins and playing a little bit less is definitely the smart play. It'll lead to a lot less heartache here at Maple Moor. Okay, the back 9 closes real strong here on the scorecard. It says to be happy with a par here. It's the #1 handicap hole, 434-yard par 4. Left is trouble. There is all types of trouble, tree trouble. The road is over there. You don't want to be left, but it's going to take 2 good pokes to get it to this green. It's a slightly elevated green that is protected by that bunkering on the left side, and it falls off pretty hard. I can see as we get closer, I'm sure the approach shot, you're going to want to be aiming right. It looks like everything kicks left, but for now, it's just, again, trying to find the fairway, especially on such a long par 4. Cut it nice and under the wind, Mike. It was like this high off the ground all the way to the fairway.
Oh, nice.
That's how you stay under the wind, folks.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Listen, kids, if you're watching at home,
wow,
that's how you keep it under the wind. Golf's a game of recovering from bad shots for guys our level. But you know what? Every once in a while, I love the challenge.
Yeah.
And all I can think of is, I want to make a par from here.
Let's go.
Turn, baby, turn. My phone's ringing in my back pocket as I went. She's ringing.
It's never
oh,
good.
it's Casper, our editor.
Our editor's
Casper, I blame you, buddy.
Ooh, trickled off the back.
My only way to still make par on this hole is to hold this. So we're gonna go right at it.
Hit it. Oh,
Gotta be aggressive when you want to get that
got
far after all that. Come on, baby, trickle in. Oh, well, the #1 handicap hole sure got our number. We didn't play it well either, but still got us. So we make the turn, and all I'm thinking is got to find a way to shake off that front 9. Just couldn't quite get it into gear, and just so many little spots. It can be very quickly frustrating when you have a bad shot that just leads to being stuck out of position and having to work your way back into position. Just quickly taking pars off the table as far as an opportunity and just working to save your bogey there. But we look at the 10th hole, and it is a completely blind tee shot. There is no visibility of the fairway at all from the tee box. It's even one of those ones that you might want to, the first time playing it, either take a cart or walk up and take a look and see where your landing zones are before you hit this tee shot.
all right.
All right!
Oh,
Hit the tree. Protected those people from dying.
yeah, that tree saved those people's lives.
What did I do there?
A little Haas shank.
No, I don't know. Open face, maybe?
All right.
We both go right on this. Wide open green and we both go right. Unbelievable.
Good shot. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, would have been a heck of an up and down from that tee box.
Yeah, I really wanted that one. Up and down city, baby.
Let's go. Par on the back.
That's how you start off a back 9.
All right, 11th hole here. It's short par 3. It's 146 on the card, but It plays like 126 because they got that pin as far up as they could put it, and now we've got the wind at our back, a little downhill. So no more than a pitching wedge here for me, and you got to see it, the bunker there protecting that pin on the right side. It is a tricky pin if you want to go after it. I think I'm going to aim for the middle of the green here. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to go middle green. I like that 125, 46 degree wedge.
There we go. Nice clean contact there.
Right in the middle of the green.
Looks good. Yanked it left
Wind
to
is
try to
taking
stay
it
away
a
from
little
that
bit.
bunker.
Okay.
And I brought the other bunker into play. Oh,
Well, that helped you.
did I get away with that? What a
Yeah.
tough lie.
That's like a near
It's
impossible.
right on the hard part of the ground outside the bunker, and I clipped it.
Give it to him. Woo! A little bit more, a little bit more.
So the 12th hole, classic example from both of us on how to mess up an easier par 5. This really should have been a scoring opportunity. We both played the hole very differently. I hit a great tee shot,
Smooth and controlled.
trying to groove my swing back, which I then proceeded to mess up with my next shot. Nope. Mike had a tougher tee shot and had to recover his way back in. It's just one of those holes that, again, I would love to be able to get this one back, because if there's a scoring opportunity out there, I'd say it's probably this par 5 12th hole. We both made bogey here. I mean, there's a lot of ways to think about it. Mike can think about it as like a pretty darn good bogey after a tough tee shot and struggling back and making that bogey. On my end, a bogey feels like a missed opportunity after a good tee shot. It should have been a scoring opportunity. If we play it again, I can tell you I'm going to try to get a little bit of redemption there.
You had this incredible rock formation coming up on the 13th hole, which is cool because you walk up this, this formation, you're at the top, and then you're just greeted with this drivable par 4, that you just salivate as. It's like 276 yards. So I think Frank and I mean, if we could probably go back and play this hole again, we might have chose something a little less here, but when you're standing on a par 4, 276, you got a little downwind. Come on, you're pulling driver. No. I thought that was gonna be so good. Okay. One guy goes one way, one
That was
guy
just me
goes
swinging as
the other
hard
way.
as I could. My ego wanted to reach that green.
Same.
I don't know, it could be on the left side by that left side bunker. Wow, is that uphill or what? Not gonna get the par. All right, guys, putting out a little bit of a masterclass on how to make bogeys out here. But anyway, let's move on to this 14th hole. It's a par 4, 414 yards. If you really bomb it, there is a creek out there that could definitely come into play. The fairway runs out at about 288, and then that stream comes in somewhere around 290. So I still think just a good drive down this fairway will leave you a nice look in and take that whole water hazard out of play.
Dude, I'm just missing. All right. Shot.
Keep working back.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, on my approach shot, I fired it from the rough at 147 yards. I'm telling you right now, I go back and play that same shot 10 times out of 10, I'm pulling the same exact club. My 8-iron is my usual 150 club. I figured it would be a perfect shot out of the rough because of the fact that the rough is going to take a little bit off of this. I never would have anticipated flying that green. To now, I still can't believe that that thing flew that green. In fact, I went up to Zach and go, how did I end up back here? I thought you were pulling my chain when you said I flew that green.
I wouldn't pull it that hard.
I still can't believe how far that 8-iron went.
Muscles.
Glad to recover.
Muscles not over there. All right, so 15th hole. I don't want to give up on this round. I just went 5 over on the previous 3. So, I mean, if you think about that, that's like a recipe for the wheels starting to come off. But I did not want to let that happen. So here we go, 15th. Let's just close out strong. I still had the opportunity to hit 85. It was within my reach. I knew it was there, let's just get a good shot out here and we can do something. I know it can happen. Be enough, be enough. Oh, we just got it.
There you go.
Almost hit my tee.
Just gotta just climb up that hill. Just
all the way out there, I gotta go.
Throw the rope out and just climb up that hill.
Jeez. That doesn't want to turn at all?
Now I see why they say be happy with a par on this hole. Okay, we're gonna both pull less than driver here. It's a straightaway par 4. It's one of the easier holes on the course, but that certainly doesn't mean it's wide. Like we said, everything out here is tight, and I'm just thinking, sure, I could probably gain an extra 20 yards here with a driver, but I could also be punching from the trees like we've done so many times. 348-yard par 4, just a little bit uphill green, elevated green. You got 3-wood?
3-wood, not feeling confident with driver the last few holes, so we're gonna kind of slow things down a bit.
This is the other thing you get with a tight golf course. You get other people on your hole a lot, and we can't blame them because we've been on other people's holes a few times. In fact, I think we were exactly where that guy is.
Yeah, so I don't feel as bad.
No.
I like that. Jesus.
Right. Oh. It's like a war zone out here. You need a helmet.
Doesn't faze him at all. This guy's like ice. He's like ice.
Firing shots in a war zone.
You know, balls are whizzing by his head. He's just ice.
Similar to the other courses you see us playing in this Westchester County Parks, Maple Moor was also designed by Tom Winton, and you'll see a lot of similarities in this if you watched our other videos, especially around the greens. A lot of circular greens, a lot of greens that are protected by bunkers in front, usually 2 to 3 bunkers, and protected often by elevation. It's also an older club, similar again here. It was first purchased by Westchester County Parks in 1925. I think it was a 9-hole course then, and then the 18-hole routing was finished around 1927. So you're looking at about a 100-year-old golf course, very similar in that history to some of the other Westchester County Parks courses. All right, coming down the stretch, 17, 18, I was at my max, you know, so I had to just go par. I go par, I hit 85. 17 was tough. They closed us out with some tough holes. Even 18 you're gonna see coming up. 2 challenging holes. But, you know, overall, I think, you know, I played well. I think that I would put it up there as a great muni, but it didn't rank high in the 6. You know, I would, going back, I'm thinking about that fall day at Hudson Hills. Yeah, it had the foliage, which was, you know, soften the heart a little bit. You know, it added to the rankings for sure. I just, when it came to layout, you know, that was the one for me. My recommendation, Westchester, is that's your crown jewel, in my opinion, of your 6. But all the courses were fantastic, and everyone that worked there was amazing. So hats off to Westchester. And hey, now I know about 6 great courses in my area that I'll probably play again for sure. This is that elevated green we were talking about. You can see that deep bunker protects the front side. It's gonna play like 115 uphill here for me. Ooh, go in. Woo. Dude, that thing bounced towards the hole. Sure did. No emotion from Zach, so. He doesn't celebrate unless it goes in. It's the 17th hole. We saw this a lot throughout the last couple of courses we played here at Westchester. It's just a simple fact is that if you have a great tee shot, you've got a really good chance of getting your green in regulation and walking out of there with a par, maybe birdie. If you don't hit a good tee shot, you are just recalibrating and trying to make bogey. That's how tough it is out there when you miss these tight fairways. All right, good finishing hole here. You can see the whole thing, tee to green, 400-yard par 4, up the hill, narrow fairway framed both sides with fairway bunkers, just really requiring you to hit a good tee shot and also a long tee shot, because if you don't get enough of a tee shot in there on this drive, you're gonna have a long iron or maybe even a hybrid up to this green because it's so uphill. Mike's got his goal. He needs to do this in 3. So wind up that driver, buddy. Oh, you wait. That's what happens when you wait that long. When you wait that long. All right, definitely not the drive I wanted there, but I've made some miracles before, so
We're gonna try to do it again.
Stay out of the trap, that's all. Driver?
Driver off the rough.
Off the...
That's a D off the R.
Okay.
Hey, I got 288 home. Nice, decent lie. Steep swing. It's all working for me here.
Okay, can't
Not
argue
bad.
with the play then.
Not bad. Mike's gonna try to channel his inner Matt Fitzpatrick from the US Open. Fairway bunker.
Gonna win the Open right here.
Yes.
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick who?
Call me.
Yeah, give him a ring.
Yo,
Fitz.
Fitzy, call me. Let's get a
Frankie.
round in sometime.
Gotta love that.
All right, before Mike tries to hole out here for his birdie goal, let's give you guys the rating here. And I think we were just talking about it in the cart. I think we're comfortable putting this one at a 6.3.
Yep.
Good muni, fairways, greens, tees, great condition. Would love to see a little bit more diversity in the layout. I mean, I feel like a lot of similarities with the greens and the bunker complexes. You know, personal preference. I think we liked Mohansick a little bit better.
Yeah.
Sprain Lake a little bit better, but all great munis throughout this entire thing. Now, Mike, how far you got?
I got 59 yards.
59.
All out.
Guys, if you played it, we like to do this too. We like to hear from you guys, so drop your own ratings in the comments.
Oh, go in for the bird. Go in for the bird.
No, it's not it. No. So real quick, Mike, give me your number 1 and 2 of all of the Westchester County parks.
Hudson Hills,
Yep.
Sprain Lake.
I didn't think you'd go Sprain Lake number 2. I thought you'd go Mohansick.
No, Mohansick was a little tricky, blind shots, kind of
Yeah.
bothered me a little bit. Sprain Lake was a fun day. I love the layout there.
Then we agree. I was gonna go 1 and 2. Yep, Hudson Hills and Sprain Lake.
There you go.
Great all around, 6 great courses. Definitely, guys, check them out. They're fun.
Oh!
That would have been a birdie for the ages.
That would have been incredible sandy bird from a 170-yard bunker shot. Great par close.
Thank you. Yep.
One of those days. All right. All right.
Let's get a bop.
Let's get a bop and be out.